So welcome each and everybody to the day 2 of the 5 days live WhatsApp class or the workshop. And I would like to welcome Ajay, Ajit, Biplab, Devajyoti, Gaurav, Kartike, Lal Rin, Channa, Varte, M, Manish, Samyak, Sanvi, Shelton, and Signature Restaurant. Welcome to one and all. And everybody type start in the chat box. Let's start rocking. Let me share my screen with you. I'm very excited to bring to you. By the way, can you see the screen? Great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate people who are giving me a feedback because that is very needed. Okay. Thank you so much. So choosing the right location for your food business. Let's start. Topic number 1, we spoke about yesterday. I am going to give you a flashback. My story, I give you a peek into my restaurants, my resort, my life, a little bit about what I do, my family. I showed you a picture of my family, my kids, daughters, and everything. Then I spoke about the power of mindset, believing in yourself, and I opened up the WhatsApp group for you to share your why, your goals, your dreams, and your fears and frustrations. By the way, I am going to personally congratulate. Where did my mobile go? Unfortunately, I kept my mobile somewhere. Okay. So everybody type congrats in the chat box for these people because they have, I forgot to congratulate them, but these are the people who have taken action, and people who take action always get the results. So congratulations to Prashant. Congratulations to Ravi. Congratulations to Kartike. All three of you, congratulations to Ravi, Kartike, and Prashant. Lot of people just talk about stuff, but everybody else actually, you all three are the ones who you went ahead and you did it. So as I've told you, it is not about just asking questions and going ahead and, spending money on this. You also have to do the work. Otherwise, if anybody and everybody who would have got money would have been successful, people who have money also are in their life not getting that kind of success because there is lack of implementation. More of their focus is working on enjoying that wealth rather than creating more stuff. So anyways, congratulations to Ravi, Kartike, and Prashant. Keep it up. Okay, so let's move ahead. So yesterday it was this. Now, today we are going to focus on the evolution of the food business. Can everybody read this? Type yes in the chat box. Okay. So today we are going to focus on evolution of food business, importance of location, and I'm going to give you street smart ways to find potential location. Please don't take down these notes because I'm going to give you a direct PDF of this. Everything will be opened up and you'll get the PDF. So don't worry. Don't waste your time just taking down the notes. So I am just curious to know what are the 3 most important factors in the success of your food business. Everybody type your answer in the chat box. What are the 3 most important factors in the success of your food business? I'm very curious to know this. M is saying location, food, taste, price. Okay. What about everybody else? All the people who are live over here, I want an answer from everybody. Please don't become like a couch potato. Ajay, Ajit, Biplab, Devjyoti, Kartike, Lalchin. I'll call you Varte, M, Manish, Samyak, Sanvi, Shelton and Signature. And I'll repeat this in Hindi. कौन सी 3 चीजें हैं जिसकी वजह से आपका रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल होता है? Okay, good. M is saying location, food, taste, price. Samyak is saying location, ambience, taste, consistency. Shelton is saying location, quality, service. Devjyoti is saying location, food and ambience. Signature is saying population. Okay, exciting. Karthik is saying location, management, product. Signature is saying access. Sanvi is saying customer mindset, location, quality. Biplab is saying location, target customer, management, marketing. And Ajay is saying location, taste. Okay, great to know everybody's answer. Really good answers. But this is the right answer. The 3 most important factors in the success of your food business are location, location, and location. Why is location important? It is about the jungle safari principle. How many of us have gone and experienced jungle safari type? Me in the chat box. Of course, a lot of times you don't get to see a lot of animals. But yeah, Devjyoti has said. So what is a jungle safari principle? A jungle safari principle is that if you really want to see a lot of animals from all over the jungle, there are 2 specific times in a day when all the animals come together and they meet at one spot, especially nearby a lake or a water body, to drink water. That is 7 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the evening. That this is a fixed price, fixed timing. And especially you must have seen in some National Geographic channel or somewhere where, you know, everybody's at peace and are drinking water. That is exactly what I want you to think of when you are choosing a location. You have to be present with your business. You have to open a business where people are already coming to do some or the other of their activities. Type yes in the chat box if you're understanding this simple yes yet most critical and powerful point. Type yes in the chat box. And this, please understand that this is one thing which people miss. They're opening their restaurant in some Kona Kopcha and some corner, and then they're wondering कि customer क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? The customer cannot see you. Customer cannot discover you. He doesn't know that you are there. How will he be able to come here? So think like a predator. Think like if you want to do shikar, you will always go where they are coming there to have something, and then you will run behind them and you will do the shikar. I know it sounds pretty carnivorous and pretty violent, but it is a fact. So what is the main goal in this business? Please understand, the main goal in this business is to get discovered by your customer. After that will come your quality. After that will come your price, your customer's mentality and everything. The number one thing is that you should be discovered by your customer. Type yes if you agree to this. If you are not getting discovered by your customer, how much ever good your food is, whatever your quantity is, quality is, whatever, it is not going to work, because people are not going to even know that you are there. Yeah. So how it all started. So let me first tell you why I am giving you this, history, a little bit of history about the food business. So I always believe that unless you don't know the past, you are always very confused about the present, and you are very confused of what the future is going to be. So I want to give you a very brief understanding of how the evolution of restaurant business started. ऐसा restaurant business बना और कैसे वो slowly बढ़ते गया. Yeah. So how it all started. 100 years back, there were no restaurants. There was only all in one unit, and they were called as taverns or they were called as inns. You know, if you would have seen a cowboy movie, the person used to ride a horse and he used to tie his horse outside a inn or a tavern, and then he used to go inside. There was a place to eat, there was a place to drink, there was a place to do other stuff like prostitution and all. And there was a place to stay also. All in one kind of units were there. Horse riders, travel cabins and everything, etc. We used to travel. But after the invention of machines, after industries were created, there was cottage industry, there was oil industry, there was electronic industry, there was clothes industry, there was food industry. After all these industries were created, big factories were set up in cities, and that is where people from the village were called to work for the cities, where they could earn money for their livelihood. And that is where the formation of restaurants, specifically food restaurants, were formed. And that is how the whole restaurant industry started from its very infant stage, slowly and steadily. So after industrialization, cities started forming. Restaurants were needed to feed mill workers. You know, there are lakhs and lakhs of mill workers who used to work in mills. This was a post-independent era, during after the independence. And construction workers, residential population, floating population. Is everybody understanding this? Type yes. I hope I'm not going very fast. Type yes in the chat box. It is feeling a little dark. Just give me one moment. I will on the other side of the lights. Yeah. So great. So let's carry on. So here is the evolution of the food business. Initially, it started out with very simple basic food outlets. There was just one kind of like a Tambika Dukan, where they used to just sell chai, or there was just a place where they used to just get a little bit of snacks and tea, coffee. The decor was very basic, and there was just a tube light, maybe a white color for the walls, and nothing exclusive. And food offerings slowly and steadily, as the mill workers, the population of the whole city started getting matured. So, you know, after the mill workers, the son of the mill worker started working for an IT industry. He started working for a bank. He started earning more, and he got his flat. You know, he started getting more money to spend as disposable income. So food offerings went from basic to complex as the requirement of the population started changing. Type yes in the chat box if you agree to this. Evolution from need-based to want-based. Now, what I mean by need-based to want-based is, need-based was when there were a lot of mill workers and they needed to feed themselves. So the food was relevant to the mill workers. There were thali, there was misal pav, there was vada pav. It was all about feeding. It was not about experiencing any cuisine. And after 25-30 years, after globalization, after McDonald's came in, pasta, pizza, burgers and everything came in, it started becoming a want-based thing, where people used to decide कि आज मैं क्या खाऊंगा. Earlier, it was not the case. It was just a case about having one thali, and there were a couple of vegetables which were interchangeable. But now it is about experiencing burger, pizza, pasta. You will have Thai food, you will have Mexican food, you will have Mediterranean food, you will have Asian cuisine, you will have American cuisine, European cuisine. So many cuisines are available. So now slowly the restaurant industry has matured from need-based to want-based. Decor went from modest, very basic, simple restaurants to now they are exclusive elite restaurants with AC, exclusive decor, exclusive furniture, exclusive fixtures, modern tools and modern layouts. Because now people are valuing more experience rather than the food itself. Earlier, only the food used to be appreciated, but now apart from the food, the decor and the experience is also appreciated. Yeah, I know it sounds little complex, but it's very easy to understand. As and when from 1947 to 2020, in this 70 years, slowly and steadily, the restaurant industry has become slowly and steadily evolution. The evolution is happening. It is maturing in itself, and it is getting into a newer form of itself. Let's move ahead. So now restaurant business is very, very complex. Multiple concepts serving a variety of food products to different target clientele. You can get a vada pav at 15 rupees, aloo paratha at 20 rupees. You can get a chole bhature at 25 rupees, misal pav at 30 rupees, masala dosa at 40 rupees. Till you can get the same thing in a five-star hotel at 200, 300, 400, 500 rupees. So now it is not about the cost of the product. It is about who the target clientele is. If a person is on the street, he has a limited affordability, he can have food in a very, very less amount. If a person has a lot of money and he wants to spend in a five-star hotel, apart from the food he wants to spend on the experience, he can spend 500,000, 2,000, 3,000 rupees also. So you will find food at almost every price point, almost all the cuisines, and more or less at any location required. At any given point of location, especially in urban areas, you will find a food on the street also. You can eat pizza on the street. You can eat pizza in the restaurant. You can eat pizza in a five-star hotel. Wherever you want, you can get all types of foods targeted to different type of people with different budget ranges. So with the start of home kitchen and delivery kitchen model, the question of locational importance and advantage has diminished a little bit. Of course, it has not changed fully. It has diminished a little bit because most of the people are ordering from mobile and they don't see the place. So that's why location is not mattering. And this is a new model which has come into the play in the past 5 years. Yeah. Everybody loving this? Type yes in the chat box. Great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So why is location important? A thirsty person always looks for water. A hungry person always looks for food. Success is guaranteed if you are available at a place where there are hungry and thirsty people, but only hungry and thirsty people are not enough. You need to have people. So apart from hungry and thirsty people, there are two more qualities which you need to have. First of all, they should be hungry, they should be thirsty, but they should have money. And fourth is they should have the willingness to spend. I will ask you a question. If you open a fine dine restaurant in front of a slum area, do you think it is going to work? There are a lot of hungry and thirsty people in slum area. Of course, I have nothing against poverty. Frankly speaking, I have also come from a very, very poor background. But the reason why it is not going to work is because the disposable income of a poor person is far less than a disposable income of a person who is earning double or triple of what the poor person is earning. So let's say a poor person is earning, let's say 10,000 or 15,000 in a month. He has very, very limited money to spend on luxuries. Most of his money is going to spend on day-to-day essentials and day-to-day vegetables, chicken, mutton, or whatever. So they will prefer to get the stuff from outside and make it in their house and eat rather than spending it on a restaurant, which is far more expensive, and give more money to the restaurant, which they don't have. Yeah. So this is all we need is hungry customers with money in their wallet and the willingness to spend. In short, we need people with higher disposable income. This is a simple yet most ignored topic by many people and the number one reason why restaurants fail. Okay, let's move it. So type of locations to consider. Thickly populated locations where there is a lot of population moving in and out, like opposite railway stations, bus stops, metro stations. People coming to spend money already in the place, like the jungle safari principle, like markets, malls, shopping complexes, superstores, and theaters. People coming to study in universities, classes, colleges, or visiting patients in hospitals, nursing homes, etc. Location in between a lot of residential complexes, shops. Wherever there is a lot of movement of crowd, you can place your restaurant because that is a place where you can have a lot of walk-in customers, as well as you can have customers whom you can serve as home deliveries. And in-premise canteens, food courts, locations in malls, offices, schools, colleges, universities, etc. Have I, everybody type yes if you agree, have I ever said that you can open a location 20, 30, 50 kilometers away and wait for customers to know you. Hamara quality acha hai, and people will start coming there. I've never said that. The reason is, of course, you will be successful, but it will take you 10, 20, 30 years. I'm talking about opening a food business in a very, very fast growing location so that you nail that idea and you make as much money as possible. Let's move it. So once you match the right location with the right concept, it is magic. Once you have the right location, the right concept and the right target clientele, it kind of becomes like a very, very powerful concoction. It becomes a very, very powerful combination and your restaurant starts doing very well. So how will you choose a location? Now I just gave you what all types of location are important. And now I am going to tell you how to choose a location. So please pay attention. Don't choose one location, choose 5 locations. Whenever I am going to open a restaurant, I always do analysis of different types of locations and their potentials. Yeah. So look at restaurant like how a CID looks at a case. You have to study the X-ray whenever you go in a restaurant, and from now onwards, whenever you are going in a restaurant, always look at restaurant like a balance sheet. What is the rent? What is the salary? What is the electricity bill? How many staff are there? What is the total salary of the staff? What is the business of the staff? How business of the restaurant? How much sale the restaurant? And frankly speaking, if you just make friends with 1 or 2 waiters and if you ask them, they will immediately tell you this. What is the daily sale and monthly sale? How much is the rent, the deposit, staff salary, electricity bill? So when you understand this about a restaurant, you start understanding the key metrics about a restaurant. When is the restaurant crowded most of the time? And this goes for all kinds of businesses. Huh? It can be a cloud kitchen. It can be I'm just writing restaurant because that is the most relevant word. Type yes if you agree to this. I can always talk about different types of concepts, but it will become very confusing. I'm just using restaurant because it is the most relevant word for a food business. Yeah. So great. Which type of food are they selling? What is the sale? What is the cost? When is the restaurant crowded the most? What is the total sale? How much is the home delivery? How much is the backup and everything? So the more homework you do, the more you will reap the benefits later. So whenever you are planning to open a restaurant, you should focus on these things. Now I'm going to give you a small homework to do, and which is very, very easy. And I want everybody to do this because tomorrow I'm going to call out people who are not going to do it. So Prashant, Ajay, Biplab, Jevjyoti, Gaurav, Kartike, Varte, M, Manish, Samyak, Sanvi, Shelton and Signature Restaurant. Here is your homework. Imagine that 1 or 2 years from now, you are opening a food business of your own. It can be a restaurant, a cloud kitchen or anything. Now, today, since you know about the locations where you are staying, where you're the favorable location, I want you to come up with 5 potential location for your food business. It can be the place you stay. It can be the place you work. It can be the place which is your native, wherever it is. I want you to focus on these 5 things, and I want you to look in these 5 locations what is good. So why would these be good locations? How many target customers are staying nearby? Are there any offices? Are there any premises, government offices, universities, colleges, hospitals, nursing homes? Why is it a railway station? Is it a bus stand? What is it? Why do you think that these are the best places where you can sell food? So how many target customers, premises, offices, and people visit there? How many current restaurants, food businesses are already operating there? Please understand one thing. If you follow a person who is successful, you will become successful. So if you follow a restaurant which is already doing well in a location, and if you open a restaurant in the nearby location, it will immediately start picking up because the location has proved itself, because the restaurant is already doing well. Type yes if you agree to this. And out of 100, how many marks would you give to this location? For existing food business owners who are still existingly owning their businesses, of course, you cannot change, but I want you to focus on where your next expansion of restaurant will be. Forget whatever location you have currently. Just think that you are going to expand to the next location within 2 years. Whatever you have learned up till now, I want you to focus कि आपका next restaurant कहाँ पे खोलोगे? What would be the next thing? And you have to post in the WhatsApp group. I will be posting these questions in the WhatsApp group, and you will be posting your answers in the WhatsApp group. I want everybody to focus on this. Yeah. So what's tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to talk about which different types of concepts will suit which type of different locations. Because today is all about the location. I want you to today focus कि आज, let's say you want to start a pav bhaji restaurant. Okay, ये वाला अच्छा लगेगा, गरोडिया नगर अच्छा रहेगा, गिरगांव अच्छा रहेगा, घाटकोपर अच्छा रहेगा, बोरीवली अच्छा रहेगा. And I want you to be as detailed as possible. Try to get the location of your food business, which is as, try to go very, very granular and try to name the area or name the street where you think your restaurant will do very well. Give it marks. That is how you actually start thinking about choosing a location. I take minimum 6 months to choose the best location for. I just don't go and say, okay, यहाँ पे सस्ते में rent मिल रहा है तो ले लो करके. That is not the case. There is a very, very good saying by my father. He says that, and I know some of you might know this or not, but लकड़ा सस्ता होगा तो जान दोगे क्या? If the wood is cheap, would you die? I know it is a very, very strange example, but what it already means is, imagine if you are getting a place which is very, very cheap in rent, but there is no potential of any customer, there is no flow of people, there are nobody staying there. What is the use of getting that place at a cheaper rent? Because you are not going to do any sale. You are going to waste your capital, whatever you are going to invest in decor and everything. So please use your head and always go behind locations which are proven. Okay. And tomorrow I am going to make you do one activity which is going to change your life and which is going to prove that you are going to be a food business owner or not. So don't miss tomorrow's session. It's a very, very secret activity, very simple activity rather. I'm not going to tell you to dance and do balle balle and all. I'm just going to tell you to do a simple activity, which usually everybody of us does every day or more or less frequently. And if you go ahead and you do it, that will prove that you are going to open a food business. How many of you would love to know? Type me in the chat box that you are going to open a food business in the future. Type me in the chat box. How many of you would love to know? Apart from the people who are owning their existing businesses, this question is for people who want to start a business. How many of you would love to know that in the future, are you going to open a restaurant or no? Ajay Amir is already a food business owner. So Ajay, this question is not for you. Okay, Prashant, what about everybody else? What about Prashant, Ajay, Biplab, Devjyoti, Gaurav, Kartike, Lalrin, Channa, M, Manish, Samyak, Sanvi, Shelton, signature. Biplab wants to know. Kartike says work in progress. Sanvi wants to know. Shelton wants to know. Kartike wants to know. Prashant wants to know. Devjyoti wants to know. M wants to know. Biplab wants to know. Signature restaurant wants to know. Okay, great. Manish wants to know. So if you want to, kind of like a Bhavishyavani, I have seen this. Prashant wants to know. Manish wants to know. Okay. So I've seen this pattern. I've asked this question to 4,000 people. And out of these 4,000 people, whoever has done this activity, which is tomorrow, the simple activity, which is not a very, very complex thing, very simple activity. Anybody, even my small daughter does it. So if you do that activity, it will prove that you are going to open a food business in the future or maybe in coming 6 months or 1 year. That is a kind of like a litmus test. So please don't miss that. So now we have come to the end of today's session. Let's open up the floor for some question and answers. Before that, type some love in the chat box. थोड़ा सा तो प्यार दे दो यार. I hope everybody loved today's session. Type love in the chat box. कभी तो आओ गुजरात में. Hi. अमिताभ बच्चन से. If only if you have loved today's session, huh? अपने को जबरदस्ती का प्यार नहीं चाहिए, पहले ही बोल रहे हैं अपन. This is Mumbai language. अपन बिडो, अपन ऐसा ही करेगा बिडो. क्या बोल रहे हैं? अजय, love you too, buddy. Biplab, M, Prashant, कार्तिक, सिग्नेचर, देवज्योति, सानवी. और बाकी के बिडो लोग किधर है? Come on. I will demand love from you. You guys are lucky that we are digitally talking. If this would have been a physical seminar, I would have gone and I would have just shook you. अरे कैसा लगा तुमको? Just kidding. So let's open up the floor for some question and answers. And let's Gaurav is saying you're a positive person. Thank you so much, buddy. All the negativity in my earlier childhood and life has reversed itself and given me that positivity. So don't worry. When you have so much negativity in your life, of course, I'm not trying to gain any sympathy over here, but sometimes when you have so much negativity in life, you go and you just reach that point where you say enough is enough. Khatam karo abhi isko yaar. Just let's be positive. Let's chill out. Let's help people. Let's help them make money, and you make money in the process. And let's spread knowledge. So Gaurav, I think you are right. Positivity has come to me very, I would say in a very good sense. Okay, so let's open up the floor, shall we, for the question and answers. Again, two ways to ask me questions. Type live in the chat box if you want to talk to me directly. LIVE, live. And if you don't want to talk to me directly, if you're feeling shy or if you're feeling not so great to show your face on the camera or whatever, or your voice, type a capital Q and type your question in the chat box. I will read it out and I will answer to the best of my abilities. अगर किसी को इंग्लिश जानने में तकलीफ हो रही है तो अगर आपको मुझसे डायरेक्टली बात करना है तो टाइप कीजिए लाइव LIVE चैट बॉक्स के अंदर. मैं आपको अनम्यूट करूंगा एंड वी विल टॉक फेस टू फेस. और एल्स अगर आपको प्रश्न नहीं पूछना है तो आप आपका टाइप करके भी प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं चैट बॉक्स में. मैं रीड करूंगा उसको और आंसर दे दूंगा. या let's take some questions. Thank you so much for your love. Really appreciate it. Devajyoti saying work in progress. That's good. Biplab, Ajay, M, Prashant, Kartikeya, signature, Devajyoti, Sanvi. What is your name signature? I forgot. I mix you up with the snack deck guy from Punjab. His name is what was his name? Forgot yesterday. I just had it on my tongue. Sandeep or what was it? Anyways, I will have to go to yesterday's recording. He's not there today, I think. Is he? Is Mr. Snack Deck owner here? Snack Deck owner Ravi Shastri. Yeah, signature is Ravi Shastri. Yes. Sorry, from Vizag, I forgot totally. Sometimes I mix up. It takes a little bit of time to get my get your names embossed in my brain. Yes, Ravi Shastri. Okay, Biplab wants to come live. Biplab, I'm just unmuting you, buddy. Unfortunately, I don't have my headphone today, but it is fine. Please unmute yourself. Hi.
Hi, sir. So just want to ask one question.
Biplab, can you listen to me? Oh, just a moment. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. So my question was like.
Yeah, Biplab, go ahead. Yeah.
If you want to open one restaurant, let's say, so first thing is means the management, right?
Right.
So if a person works, let's say in some private firm, and still wants to open one restaurant, right?
Right.
So, will he be means whether he should go for it or means or he has to focus on only one type of job. And so what will be your suggestion?
So to be frank, I'll tell you, restaurant is a highly cash oriented business. So I would rather recommend you to have at least one person on the as a supervisor who can handle the cash from your house or whom you trust. It can be your best friend, it can be your partner, whoever, but you should trust that person. And that is so you can always do the staffing, you can get good people, you can get trusted people and all, but that is going to take time. So till that happens, in order to stop the pilferages, wastages, theft or whatever, you need to at least have one person who is very, very close to you, who can handle the most important element of the restaurant, which is cash, payment of cash, receiving of cash, recording of the cash and everything, because that is where actually the biggest goof ups happen. So getting success in a restaurant is not, it is not hard, but getting, keeping the operations clean, because see, money is something which somebody else who is not related to you or whom you don't trust, if he starts getting, let's say, 5,000 or 10,000 rupees from his hand every day, automatically there might be a temptation to remove a 500 rupees note, especially if anybody is not looking at. Are you trying to understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, yeah.
वो बोलते हैं ना, खुली तिजोरी किसी का भी नियत खराब कर देता है. So
Correct.
yeah, so I would rather expect at least one person. It can be your wife, your brother, uncle, auntie, whoever, to handle that. Rest everything you can always fill from the market. That is not a problem.
No. Here the catch is, so means I just consulted some of my friends of were running restaurants and other businesses. So what they told is it is like a 24/7 job. So at least, let's say if you have at least three guys, right, to spend the whole day, means per person 8 hours, right, a day. So then only means we should go for it. Or means since you are managing 4 5 restaurants, right?
Yeah.
So how you are able to manage? Because you are
it is about delegating. It is about selecting good people to handle the duties and delegating. And 8 hours is only for people who are working on the floor, in the kitchen or on the waiter. Usually the manager works for around 10 to 12 hours or more than that, because he gets paid more. There is more responsibility for him. So 8 hours is only for people who are actually doing the job. Let's say he's making the dosa, or he's making a pav bhaji, he's making a biryani, he's working in a kitchen. So those level people are 8 or 9 hours usually, and then also extra hours we pay extra overtime for them. So you don't have to worry about that. But still I would, coming back to my point, since you asked me ki you're doing a job and whether you should open a restaurant simultaneously, I would say that that was your question, right?
right.
So I would rather recommend you, how much ever staff you recruit later, I want at least one of your person who is your trusted person, and he should manage the core of the operation, which is the finances, because everything starts, ends, and gets, sorry to use this word, but gets screwed up when you are not managing the finances properly.
Yeah, that is correct. But what about means present through means let's say one person will not be present physically, but wants to have a monitor. Let's say wants to have a watch on the restaurant activities and operations. So that will work.
You can have a watch, but then if you don't have control, what is the use of just watching the CCTV camera when money is getting stolen from your thing? So, are you getting my point, what I'm trying to tell you?
Right.
If you're just watching it, okay, watching you have to do, you should have CCTV cameras, you should have systems, you should have wastage report and everything in place. That is okay. But if you don't have a trusted person to implement this thing, you're just watching it from your office and you're working. That's not going to, because if you're watching somebody who is getting money, you might go and fire him. But if you have somebody trusted who will not remove the money, then you don't need to fire him, and he can also watch the operations and you can also watch the operations. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
I hope you got what you wanted.
Correct.
Yeah. Anybody? I think not. Do you have any more questions, Biplab?
Yeah, means how we will go for hiring staffs actually, because what location I have selected is we have one land around a half acre, and it is near
Is your own land?
yeah.
Okay.
So it is a highway land. So yeah, population is quite good there. Maybe some 1 lakh or something, means
Very good.
that area. And apart from that, what I have observed is the financial condition of people, right? They are getting better day by day.
Very good. Where is this land of yours?
It is near Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar. Okay.
So financial,
Near Bhubaneswar. Okay, near Bhubaneswar. That is good. Yeah, that's a capital, I think. No, Puri is the capital of Odisha. No,
no, it is Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar is there is an airport in Bhubaneswar.
Yeah,
One of my client had taken me to Bhubaneswar. There is a place a little far from Bhubaneswar where they had called me for. I forgot the name of that place, but there was an Naxal area in between. And from Bhubaneswar, the place was little far off, around 4-5 hours of journey. So
okay.
I forgot the name. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so this area will be bit a remote area, means around 50 kilometer you can take it. So 50 kilometer away from Bhubaneswar,
Okay.
but still quite populated and quite wealthy people, means sort of middle class, upper
And it's
middle
highway
class.
touch. It's highway touch.
Yeah, highway touch.
So it's good. No, you'll have a lot of vehicles who want to have food.
Yeah, that's
Lunch,
right.
evening snacks, dinner can happen there. It
Yeah,
will be kind of like a highway restaurant.
yeah.
So I'm going to tomorrow I'm going to cover all the concepts in detail, and in that one concept is a highway restaurant. So you'll get a lot of ideas tomorrow.
Yeah, so here the query, so that will be, even though that is highway, but still it will come under panchayat, right?
No, that is fine, but it's still a highway restaurant because your target clientele is highway, na?
That's okay.
70-80% of your target clientele will be highway customers.
Correct.
Don't worry about staffing. Once you open it, automatically the staff will start coming in. And there are different ways where you can attract staff. You can give newspaper ads. You can post vacancies in front of railway stations and bus stands. You can post in groups in Facebook and everywhere. And automatically you will start getting staff. So you don't have to worry about that. In India, we don't have a problem of staff because there are 140 crore people.
Yeah, that is okay. But here the question will be means competency, right? Because this is remote area, so village area, so their mindset will be different. So managing things, right? Because one of my friend was he's working in a restaurant, so I just asked him like give me some idea. So he directly started that one biryani item should be there, right? So means I just wanted him to tell how to manage, but he.
Biplab, you just stay on this 5 days, and after that you go through my presentation of my RLF coaching program. all the questions which you're asking, I've already done detailed videos, trainings into that, and that is going to help you a lot to set up your own restaurant. So don't worry. Initially, when you are starting a restaurant, there are 1,000 questions which come in your mind. Ye kaise karu, wo kaise karu, and you start asking anybody and everybody. And of course, they also give their own valuable feedback. But you have to follow the process step by step. And only after that, you will understand the whole picture in detail and you will go out there and execute on your own. Yeah, so there is a mix of patience, planning, and execution. These three things are already there when you are going to open up your restaurant. So don't worry, now you will get a lot of different questions in your mind. Are staff aayega kya, competency hai kya, and this and that. But slowly and steadily, once you understand the process and once you follow it, you will be able to open your restaurant. Got it? Yeah. All the best, buddy.
Yeah.
All the best. God bless. God bless. A lot of people are asking me now, since I spoke about this when talking to Biplab, 3-4 people WhatsApp me yesterday that they want to know about the RLF coaching program. So if you guys want, I usually do this on the 5th day, but if you guys want, and if you guys want to know about this, I can tell you about this tomorrow at the end of tomorrow's session. So everybody who wants to know about my RLF coaching program, tomorrow type me in the chat box. If you don't want, I will not do it, because these 5 days are not about me telling you about my RLF coaching program. Frankly speaking, these 5 days is about strengthening your foundational knowledge about. Just a moment, let's unmute. Let me unmute everybody. Yeah, but then if you really want to know, because I got around 4 or 5 messages from last 7-8 days. अरे sir, RLF coaching program के बारे में बताओ, RLF coaching program के बारे में बताओ. So I was like, okay, then let me ask you guys. So if you guys want to know, type what? Type RLF in the chat box if you guys want to know, and then I will let you know about it. Yeah, tomorrow itself. So Biplab is done. Biplab is done. Then we have how to decide a menu of a kiosk. We will wait till tomorrow and day after tomorrow, and you will automatically come to know how to decide a menu of the kiosk. It depends on what kind of target clientele you have. If your kiosk is in front of a old age home, you cannot open a Momo center, because old age home, old people, without being offensive, they have fake teeth or they don't have teeth, so that Momo will get stuck to it. I'm just kidding. So, but anyways, Momo is a choice of people who are more towards a younger age group, and that's why. So target clientele should always match your location as well as your target customer. So that is how you decide. Just stick to this. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 3 days, and you will come to know about how to decide a menu for your kiosk. Sanvi wants to know about RLF. Kartike wants. Oh, before that, let me take Kartike live. Kartike, beautiful name by the way, Kartike. Let me unmute you. Hi, buddy.
Hello, sir.
How are you? Where are you from?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Where are you from? First, tell me that.
Sir, I'm from Dehradun. Yeah.
Amazing place. Amazing place. I've been to Dehradun. Really love it.
Yeah, please do visit
Climate out
again.
there now. Climate कैसा है?
Sir, it's very hot.
It's hot, but रात को
Yeah.
तो ठंडा रहेगा थोड़ा सा.
Yeah, रात को ठंडा है, but it's about to rain now. After 2-3 days, it's going to rain.
और बाप रे, तो और गर्म होगा यार.
After that.
But Dehradun hill station है ना, if I'm not mistaken.
नहीं sir, it's a valley.
It's a valley. Okay.
Yeah, but थोड़ा सा आप आगे जाएंगे 30-40 kilometers, that all hill stations.
Very good. Very good. Good to know that you're from Dehradun. If you're opening a restaurant, then I'll get a chance to come to Dehradun.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Just kidding. Please tell me how can I? What is your question?
Sir, actually, we have a great location. Like I have a hall nearby bus stand.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's upstairs. You know.
It's what?
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Yeah. You had written in your this thing.
Yeah.
Your brief. I had read about that. First floor पे.
Yes, sir.
Okay. कितना बड़ा है वो? How big is that?
It's around 1,500 square feet.
Wow. Beautiful. But there is a place to go up. मालिया अपना staircase है क्या?
हाँ सर, staircase है, approach है.
बड़ा staircase है, कितना बड़ा है?
4 feet.
Width में?
Yes.
4 feet है और direct है?
Direct है सर.
Okay. और 1500 square feet है. Ground floor पे क्या है?
Still parking है सर.
अच्छा, स्ट्रीट पार्किंग है. वेरी गुड. दैट्स अ गुड एडवांटेज. यू हैव पार्किंग. हाँ, तो अभी क्या दिक्कत क्या आ रही है?
सर दिक्कत, पहला चैलेंज थोड़ा ये लगता है कि सर, क्योंकि जो आसपास रेस्टोरेंट हैं, दे आर ऑल ऑन अ ग्राउंड फ्लोर.
ओके.
तो ये थोड़ा डर लगता है कि कस्टमर ऊपर चढ़ना प्रेफर करेगा या नहीं करेगा. सेकंड थिंग इज दैट कि सर हमारा काम चल रहा है वहाँ पे.
हाँ.
तो वी आर प्लानिंग to open a restaurant with sweet shop.
With sweet shop.
Yeah.
Okay. First floor पे.
For the time being हम restaurant शुरू करना चाह रहे हैं. After that we will open a sweet shop as well.
Okay.
So what you suggest in that कि दोनों idea एक साथ लेके चलें?
I'll tell you what. I understood your question. Now I will bet that most of the restaurants which are on the ground floor will be non-AC.
No, they are all AC.
Partial AC है कि non AC है? Partial तो
AC है. Complete AC है सर.
Half AC. Half AC है
Complete
क्या?
AC है सर. नहीं, complete AC है सर.
सब रेस्टोरेंट?
मतलब मैक्सिमम जो ज्यादा चलते हैं.
कितने सारे रेस्टोरेंट्स हैं?
उधर हैं सर 4-5 हैं जो ठीक ठाक हैं, फैमिली रेस्टोरेंट हैं,
हाँ।
अदरवाइज कुछ ढाबा टाइप है।
अच्छा, तो गाड़ियां फिर वो कहाँ रखते हैं?
हाँ, उनके पास पार्किंग नहीं है सर,
तो वो कहाँ पे रखते हैं पार्किंग?
वो रोड पे खड़ा करते हैं, या उनके पास मैक्सिमम जो वॉकिंग कस्टमर है वो ज्यादा जाता है।
ओके। ओके, तो टूरिस्ट कस्टमर जो है, वो टूरिस्ट कस्टमर आपके पास आ सकता है ना?
हाँ, हमारा सर जो टारगेट है वो मैक्सिमम टूरिस्ट है।
हाँ, तो अच्छी बात है आपका। देखिए, स्वीट शॉप का आइडिया मुझे इतना अच्छा नहीं लगा, बुरा मत मानिए। उसका रीजन क्या बोलता हूँ, स्वीट शॉप जनरली एसटी स्टैंड के सामने ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे होता है, जहाँ पे एसटी स्टैंड से उतरने वाला या चढ़ने वाला, किधर जाने वाला, किसी के लिए स्वीट का 50 रुपए का एक बर्फी ले ली, 1/4 किलो काजू कतली ले ली, पेड़ा ले लिया, ये किया वो किया। और वो सेल जो है वो बढ़ता है जब भी आपकी गणपति होती है, वैष्णो देवी होती है, या फिर दशहरा होता है, जब भी तभी वो स्वीट का सेल बढ़ता है या कम होता है। आप फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे चालू करोगे स्वीट शॉप तो नहीं चलने वाला है, बिकॉज वॉक इन का फील ही नहीं है। उससे अच्छा आप 1,500 स्क्वायर फीट में 300 स्क्वायर फीट का किचन बनाइए, 1,200 स्क्वायर फीट का सिट डाउन रेस्टोरेंट बनाइए, फाइन डाइन रेस्टोरेंट, और आप थाली सिस्टम चालू कर सकते। आप वहां का लोकल खाना क्या ज्यादा चलता है? आई थिंक आई लॉस्ट यू, कार्तिकेय जी।
कैन यू हियर मी?
भैया बोलिए।
सर, साउथ इंडियन और नॉर्थ इंडियन का ज्यादा डिमांड है इधर।
हाँ, तो साउथ इंडियन नॉर्थ इंडियन का आप ये चालू कीजिए, मॉर्निंग में ब्रेकफास्ट स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं आप। क्राउड जनरली कभी से आना चालू होता है?
सर, वहाँ पे 24 आवर सर्विस है।
तो फिर वो बहुत अच्छी बात है। मॉर्निंग में ब्रेकफास्ट में डोसा, इडली, उत्तप्पा और पराठा। और ये एक चीज मैंने नॉर्थ में नहीं देखी है कार्तिकेय जी, एंड यू कैन अग्री ऑन दिस, पराठा छोड़ के वहां पे दूसरा कुछ मिलता ही नहीं है सुबह नाश्ते।
राइट।
आई मीन, दिस इज वन थिंग विच आई हेट अबाउट नॉर्थ, ऑल्दो आई एम फ्रॉम
पराठा
साउथ।
विद बटर ओनली।
अगर हाँ हाँ, पराठा विद बटर, आलू पराठा, गोभी पर, अरे भैया यार, हर एक को पराठा खाने का आदत नहीं। बट दिल्ली देखो, देहरादून देखो, आप नॉर्थ में किधर भी देखो, शिमला, इधर उधर, मॉर्निंग में क्या है, पराठे। तो आप ये ट्रेंड चेंज कर सकते हो बाय गिविंग। सो आप अगर साउथ साइड आएंगे, बॉम्बे आएंगे या फिर साउथ में जाएंगे, यू विल गेट वेराइटी ऑफ ब्रेकफास्ट आइटम। यू विल गेट कांदा पोहा, शीरा, उपमा, यू विल गेट थाली पीठ, यू विल गेट मिसल पाव, वड़ा पाव, यू विल गेट डोसा, यू विल गेट, आई मीन माउथ स्टार्टेड वाटरिंग नाउ। सो आपको ये बहुत अच्छा एडवांटेज है कि बाकी के लोगों को पराठा बेचने दीजिए, और आप जो है वो ब्रेकफास्ट में भी एक वैरायटी दीजिए, ताकि लोग आपके पास आके खाएं। आपका सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है आपका पार्किंग। कितना गाड़ियां रह सकता है नीचे?
7-8।
तो 7-8 गाड़ियों का पार्किंग के लिए आपको एक अगर वॉचमैन रख दिया तो 8 गाड़ियां अंदर जाएंगी, 8 गाड़ियां बाहर आएंगी। एक एक गाड़ी में अगर 8-8, 10-10 लोग भी आ गए, ट्रैक्स वगैरह रहेगा बड़ा, या फिर तो फिर आप 70-80 लोगों का तो 1 घंटे में आप रोलिंग वैसे भी कर सकते हो। सो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि आप ये स्वीट्स के झंझट में मत पड़ो, रेस्टोरेंट खोलो, ब्रेकफास्ट लंच, मॉर्निंग 7 से लेकर रात को 11 बजे तक का रेस्टोरेंट खोलो। रात को अगर फुल नाइट चालू करना है वो बात की बात है, फुल एसी रेस्टोरेंट करो, रीजनेबल प्राइस रखो, और लंच डिनर, मतलब थाली सिस्टम बोलते हैं ना, लंच डिनर और अला कार्ट, वो दोनों चालू कीजिए, और ब्रेकफास्ट भी चालू कीजिए, दबा के चलेगा।
अच्छा, सेकंड थिंग सर, उसका थोड़ा लाइट का वर्क चल रहा है हमारे हॉल में।
हाँ,
तो लाइट इफेक्ट क्या होना चाहिए एक
वार्म
रेस्टोरेंट पे?
व्हाइट, वार्म व्हाइट। फाइन डाइन में हमेशा वार्म व्हाइट लाइट इफेक्ट होना चाहिए, व्हाइट लाइट कभी मत यूज करना, इट लुक्स लाइक अ कैंटीन।
सर, ये फाइन डाइन का कॉन्सेप्ट ठीक है, बट जैसे मैं क्विक सर्विस में थोड़ा सा ज्यादा बिलीव करता हूँ, क्योंकि वहां
ठीक है
पे
ना,
तो
क्विक सर्विस भी रहने दीजिए, बट फिर भी वार्म व्हाइट लाइट यूज कीजिए। वार्म व्हाइट मतलब लाइट ऑरेंजिश लाइट रहता है ना।
या राइट राइट, आई नो दैट।
कैसा है कि आप क्विक सर्विस रेस्टोरेंट कीजिए, कुछ भी कीजिए, वार्म व्हाइट लाइट का एक थोड़ा सा ग्लो इफेक्ट आता है, और वो
राइट
इफेक्ट है ना थोड़ा वार्म रहता है, और वार्म रहेगा तो पीपल फील वेरी, मतलब दे फील वेरी, आई वुड से वेरी प्लेजेंट। व्हाइट लाइट इज लाइक अ गवर्नमेंट लाइट, कैंटीन में, गवर्नमेंट में, घर के अंदर पढ़ाई करने को बैठा है तो वो एक फील, वो थोड़ा सा फॉर्मल फील आता है। दिस इज एन इनफॉर्मल फील, सो गो फॉर वार्म व्हाइट।
ओके।
ओके, all the best, all the best. Yeah,
थैंक यू
I
सर।
want to see your restaurant being made very well, and दिन का ₹1,00,000 का सेल खींचने का अपने को।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, थैंक यू
हाँ,
वेरी मच।
all the best buddy, all the best, God bless, God bless. There was a time in my restaurant where we used to do a sale of 4,000-5,000. Now I'm not talking about this restaurant, I'm talking about my highway restaurant. Around 3-4 years, 5 years back, when we were doing a sale of around 10-15-20,000 rupees, and we used to feel that, oh my god, 20,000 रुपए मतलब कितना सेल हो गया। 30,000 मतलब कितना सेल हो गया. Now is a time when we have reached a place, and touch wood, I'm very, very thankful to God that we do an average sale of 1.5 lakh rupees per day, and we don't even feel that we have done a great job, because it has become kind of like a routine. So all the people, especially people who want to know about my RLF coaching program, one of the reasons why I run this coaching program is so that you can be in touch with a person and a community who is already focusing on the food business. बहुत कम ऐसे जगह होती है जहाँ पे आपको आइडियाज के बारे में आप बात करते हो. मोस्टली व्हेन यू गो टू योर फ्रेंड, यू गो टू योर मदर, फादर, यू गाइस टॉक अबाउट डिफरेंट पीपल. ये ऐसा है, वो वैसा है, वो गॉसिप कर रहा है, वो ये कर रहा है, इसका ये, उसका वो. बट RLF coaching program and community which I have created is the only place where we talk about new ideas, we talk about troubleshooting your problems, we talk about achieving greatness as far in the sales, in the growth of your business is concerned. And of course, we do a little bit of gossip. That's different. But mostly we talk about ideas and we talk about how you can improve your things. Yeah. So, okay. M wants to ask what to do if not able to answer 1 to 2 questions from yesterday's work. You can put it today also. M, no problem. You can put it today. Gaurav is saying also customer handling and experience is important. Yeah, absolutely. Very true. Signature is saying Khuda Road live. Signature restaurant. Mr. Ravi wants to come live. Ravi, please unmute yourself, buddy. Is everybody loving this? Type love in the chat box. Ravi, please unmute yourself. My dear friend. Are you there? I think we lost Ravi. Ravi, please type live again and I will unmute you. Signature restaurant is not there anymore. Okay. So Gaurav is saying yes, me. Karthik is saying me. Signature is saying RLF. Biplab is saying RLF. Karthik is saying RLF. Sanvi is saying RLF. Gaurav is saying RLF. Divyajyoti is saying live. Okay. Divyajyoti. Devajyoti Gogoi. Did I take you live just now or not? I don't know. I just don't remember. I'm a little bit of Gajni also. Devajyoti, please unmute yourself, buddy. Hi.
हेलो सर.
Yeah, बोलो भाई. कहाँ से हो?
सर गुवाहाटी.
Guwahati. Yeah. I think we just spoke now, right?
Yes sir. Yesterday we had.
Yesterday we had spoken. हाँ. बोलिए. How can I help you?
सर मेरा लोकेशन के बारे में पूछना था.
बोलिए ना.
तो मेरा जो लोकेशन में लिया हूँ सर, वो गुवाहाटी एयरपोर्ट जो है ना, उसका एग्जिट साइड में है, हाईवे में है.
एग्जिट हाईवे में. बराबर है. 300 स्क्वायर फीट है ना आपने बोला?
जी सर. हाँ, 200 स्क्वायर फीट और ओपन स्पेस है.
100 स्क्वायर फीट का ओटला है. ओटला मतलब आउटर एरिया.
नहीं सर, 300 स्क्वायर फीट एंड बाहर का लगभग 500 स्क्वायर फीट ओपन स्पेस.
वाओ, ब्यूटीफुल. तो कौन सा टाइप का पब्लिक उधर आता जाता है?
इधर में सर एक ऑपोजिट साइड में एक एग्जाम सेंटर है, आयन डिजिटल एग्जाम सेंटर, ऑनलाइन एग्जाम सेंटर, ऑपोजिट साइड.
ओके. टोटल मिला के 500 स्क्वायर फीट है. 300 स्क्वायर फीट का शेल्टर्ड एरिया है और 200 स्क्वायर फीट का बाहर का एरिया. बराबर है?
राइट सर. ना, ओपन स्पेस सर 500 स्क्वायर फीट, अंदर का एरिया 300 स्क्वायर फीट है सर.
अच्छा, ओपन स्क्वायर फीट 500 है और अंदर का एरिया 300 है. वाओ, तो टोटल 800 स्क्वायर फीट है.
यस सर.
वाओ, ब्यूटीफुल. तो आप एक काम करो ना. देखिए कैसा है, एयरपोर्ट है, एकदम फास्ट मूविंग आइटम है.
यस सर.
एयरपोर्ट का लोकेशन फास्ट मूविंग है. यहाँ पे पब्लिक को बैठने को जगह नहीं रहता है, टाइम भी नहीं रहता है. जो टैक्सी ड्राइवर है उसको टैक्सी का भाड़ा के लिए वो रहता है, जिसको कस्टमर है उसको ये करने का है. तो आप है ना वहां पे आपका ऑथेंटिक खाने का फास्ट फूड टाइप कुछ चालू करोगे तो वो अच्छा रहेगा मेरे हिसाब से. सो आपका ये जो 500 कवर्ड एरिया आपने बोला कि 300 है ना?
यस सर. कवर्ड
एरिया 300 में आप किचन बनाने का, और उसका जो एंट्रेंस है, एंट्रेंस पे टेबल रख के एक जगह पे कैश काउंटर आएगा, और पहला आपने लोगों से पैसा लेने का, और वो कैश काउंटर और टेबल के ऊपर बोर्ड लगाने का, उसके अंदर सब आपका आइटम का नाम और रेट लगाने का. एंड मोस्टली अभी उधर साउथ इंडियन चलता है कि नहीं पता नहीं, बट साउथ इंडियन चालू करोगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. या फिर वहां का लोकल जो स्टेपल नाश्ता आइटम जाता है, क्या जाता है नाश्ता आइटम वहां पे भुवनेश्वर में? सॉरी
वहां से
गुवाहाटी में
इसमें पराठास वगैरह ही चलता है,
पराठा
पराठास
चलता है
वगैरह ही,
और आलू मटर पराठा चलता है, और ये छोले पूरी
वो सब चलता है।
छोले पूरी चलता है, पराठा चलता है, फिर आलू बोंडा नहीं चलता है ना, बटाटा वड़ा नहीं चलता है।
चलता है सर।
फिर व्हाट अबाउट डोसा?
डोसा चलता है सर।
डोसा चलता है ना मॉर्निंग में।
सर हम लोग का सर सिग्नेचर आइटम मोमोज है सर।
मोमोज है, बराबर है आपका, बट मोमोज ये ऑल डे डाइनिंग आइटम नहीं है। कोई नाश्ते में मोमो नहीं खाता है, दोपहर में लंच में भी मोमो, दोपहर में लंच में मोमो इज मोर ऑफ, आप मोमो एक आइटम रख सकते हो, बट मोमो का जनरल सेल जो है ना वो आफ्टरनून के बाद चालू होता है। एंड मोमो इज मोस्टली हैड बाय पीपल हु आर लाइक यंगस्टर्स, मतलब जो कॉलेज गोइंग है, मूवी को जा रहे हैं, बच्चे हैं, वो लोग खा रहे हैं। आपका जो एयरपोर्ट के इधर का जो मैक्सिमम ट्रैवलिंग पब्लिक है उसके अंदर 35-40 के अबव बहुत लोग हैं, बराबर ना?
यस सर।
तो आप मोमो रखो, मैं ना नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन आप फास्ट फूड करो, फास्ट फूड करो, क्विक सर्विस रेस्टोरेंट बोलते हैं उसको, फास्ट फूड, जिसमें आपका जो 500 का एरिया है ना उसमें सिर्फ टेबल लगाने का, स्टील का टेबल, गोल वाला टेबल लगा देने का, क्लीन रखने का उसको, जो प्लेटफॉर्म है उसको, पीपल विल ऑर्डर फूड, उनको ट्रे में फूड देने का। मान लीजिए अभी मैं मेरी वाइफ के साथ में आया, मुझे फ्लाइट पकड़ने का है, या फिर मुझे भूख लगा है और मैं फ्लाइट से आया हूं और ड्राइवर ने मेरे को बाहर छोड़ा, मैं एक डोसा लूंगा, एक छोले पूरी लूंगा, एक मोमो लूंगा, मेरी बच्ची मोमो खा सकती है, और मैं 2 कॉफी लूंगा, तो वो सब आप एक ट्रे में दे दोगे उनको, वो मैं उठाऊंगा, बाहर आ जाऊंगा, आपका जो 500 स्क्वायर फीट का एरिया है वहां पे आप गोल या फिर स्क्वायर स्टील का टेबल स्टैंडिंग रखेंगे, आई विल पुट इट देयर, एवरीबॉडी विल स्टैंड, एवरीबॉडी विल ईट इट, देयर विल बी अ प्लेस टू वॉश योर हैंड, खाना का हाथ धोया, गाड़ी में बैठा, निकल गया। लेकिन पैसा पहला लेने का, फास्ट फूड में पैसा पहला लेने का, आप समझ रहे हो?
यस सर।
आई थिंक ये आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि आपके पास ज्यादा जगह नहीं है सीटिंग वीटिंग देने के लिए, और 300 स्क्वायर फीट का किचन मोरलेस अच्छा होता है अच्छा खाना निकालने के लिए। आप लाख रुपए सेल आराम से मार सकते हो वहां पे, ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, नॉट 2 महीने में एक साल, 1.5 साल, 2 साल तक के आप लाख रुपए का दिन का सेल ऐसा मार सकते हो। और 24 घंटा चालू रखो ना, आपको क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एयरपोर्ट तो 24 घंटा चालू है ना।
जी सर।
बोलिए, आपका क्या क्वेश्चन है?
वही सर, उसका कॉन्सेप्ट को लेके मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हूँ।
क्या कंफ्यूजन है उसमें?
कंफ्यूजन में कॉन्टिनेंटल और चाइनीज रखने का सोच रहा हूँ।
ओके, नहीं, लेकिन चाइनीज और कॉन्टिनेंटल फूड जो है ना, वो खाने के लिए लोगों को बैठ के एक्सपीरियंस लेना पड़ता है। आपका जो लोकेशन है वो फास्ट फूड का लोकेशन है, और पब्लिक के पास टाइम नहीं है, आपका पास्ता बन के आएगा बाहर और वो खाएंगे और जाएंगे। आपका एयरपोर्ट का लोकेशन है, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द सिचुएशन। अगर आप रेसिडेंशियल एरिया में एक रेस्टोरेंट बना रहे हो जहाँ पे पब्लिक आराम से आ रहा है, आधा घंटा 1 घंटा खा के जा रहा है, तो आपको चाइनीज दे सकते हो।
नहीं, ये
हाँ
रेसिडेंशियल एरिया भी है सर।
हाँ, लेकिन आपके सामने एयरपोर्ट है ना दोस्त,
हाँ जी सर।
तो एयरपोर्ट है, रेसिडेंशियल एरिया को मारो गोली, आपको एयरपोर्ट का कस्टमर। देखिए, होटल खोलने का है, आपको क्वांटी चाइनीज खाने का है, आप आपके वाइफ के साथ दूसरी जगह पे जाके खा के आओ। होटल खोलने का अपन, वी आर हियर इन द बिजनेस ऑफ सेलिंग फूड, एंड वी विल सेल फूड टू एज मच एज पॉसिबल फॉर कस्टमर्स हु आर मैक्सिमम कमिंग टू यू। फास्ट चाहिए आपका, क्योंकि आप, आई थिंक आपका जो लोकेशन है एट द एग्जिट ऑफ द एयरपोर्ट, वहां पे पब्लिक बहुत फास्ट मूव होता है क्या? गाड़ियां, पब्लिक वगैरह?
होता है सर।
हाँ,
होता है सर।
होता है ना। तो आप चाइनीज और क्वांटी भी है ना, वो सेल्फ सर्विस में दे सकते हो। जैसा आप मोमो सेल्फ सर्विस में दे रहे हो ना, वैसा चाइनीज और क्वांटी भी आप सेल्फ सर्विस में दे सकते हो। फास्ट फास्ट बना के दे देने का, लोगों को खड़ा रह के खाने दो, क्योंकि आपके पास बैठ के खिलाने के लिए जगह नहीं है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
अभी भी थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन लग रहा है आपका? देखिए कैसा है, एक बात आपको बोलता हूं, आपका शुभ नाम क्या है? विप्लव जी ना, आपका नाम क्या है?
देवज्योति।
देवज्योति जी। देवज्योति जी, एक बात आपको बोलता हूं, मेन्यू कभी भी आप लॉन्च करते हो ना, तो मेन्यू हमेशा है ना इवॉल्विंग रहता है। तो आपको इतना टेंशन लेने का जरूरत नहीं है कि एक बार मैं चलाऊंगा, ये नहीं चला तो मैं क्या करूंगा। एक आइटम आपने डाला और वो नहीं चला तो क्या गवर्नमेंट आपको फांसी पे नहीं लटकाने वाला है? आप समझो इस बात को। मैंने गए साल मेरे रेस्टोरेंट में सब चीजें चालू किया था, इंडियन, चाइनीज, तंदूर, पाव भाजी, सैंडविचेस, पिज्जा, पास्ता, बर्गर, कम से कम 20 लोग भरे थे मैंने गए साल। उसके बाद लॉकडाउन आ गया, बंद हो गया, बहुत सारा नुकसान हुआ। और नुकसान हुआ मतलब पैसे का नुकसान तो हो ही गया, बट अभी ये साल जब भी हमने ओपन किया तो मैंने सोचा एक ही आइटम चालू करते हैं, लेट्स फोकस ऑन वन आइटम, कम कॉस्ट, कम ये। तो आपको भी है ना इतना टेंशन लेने का जरूरत नहीं है, आपका खुद का जगह है ना आपका?
नहीं, मैं रेंट पे लिया हूँ।
रेंट पे, आपका रेंट का जगह है, इट इज इन योर हैंड, यू कैन डिसाइड व्हाट यू वांट। एक मेनू ही तो चेंज करना है, कौन सा बहुत बड़ा चेंज होने वाला है। बट मैं ऐसा देख रहा हूं कि अभी हमारे बॉम्बे के एयरपोर्ट के एंगल से मुझे लग रहा है, अभी आपका जो गुवाहाटी का एयरपोर्ट मैंने देखा नहीं है, तो मैं ऐसा देख रहा हूँ कि हमारा बॉम्बे एयरपोर्ट के बाहर बहुत क्राउड रहता है, एयरपोर्ट, एसटी स्टैंड, बस के बाहर। तो जब भी अगर वो क्राउड ज्यादा है तो उनको फास्ट मूविंग आइटम ज्यादा चाहिए। क्या है, आ गया, पैसा दिया, 5 मिनट में खाना आ गया, खाया, 10 मिनट में गुल। तो वैसा अगर आपका क्राउड है तो आप फास्ट फूड चालू कीजिए, और अगर आपको चाइनीज और इंडियन देना है तो भी आपको फास्ट फूड में ही देना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आपका 500 स्क्वायर फीट का ओपन एरिया है और 300 स्क्वायर फीट का शेल्टर्ड एरिया है। तो शेल्टर्ड एरिया में आपका किचन रहेगा, आगे आपका कैश काउंटर और डिलीवरी काउंटर रहेगा, एक सिंगल टेबल। आप समझ रहे हैं ना बात को?
जी सर।
हाँ, और फिर आप खाना कौन सा देना है वो रिवॉल्विंग में रहने वाला है, वो टेंशन मत ले लो। ओके,
ओके सर।
ऑल द बेस्ट, या बाय। ये कंफ्यूजन यूजुअली होता है, सो डोंट वरी, इट यूजुअली हैपेंस। तो क्लैरिटी आपको बाद में ही आएगा। रवि शास्त्री जी, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ। आई थिंक आई मिस्ड यू लेटर, you got disconnected. Mr. Ravi Shastri, I think you typed live. Sanvi wants to come live. Okay, let's take Sanvi ji live. Hi.
Hello sir, good evening.
Hello, good evening, how are you?
Fine.
Where are you from? आप कहाँ से हो?
Pune से.
अरे वाह, पुणे वरना, very good. I hope you're enjoying the presentation. Yeah.
Yes. Everything is good actually, sir. It's informative actually.
Thank you so much. Please let me know your question.
Okay. So nowadays situation is a little bit tricky, no? So like a pandemic, raw material prices are a little bit high, no? So how can we calculate the product price and profit also?
So can you tell me a little bit about your restaurants? About your
Now we are thinking to start a restaurant actually, like a QSR only.
okay.
We have our own shop. It's 300 approximately square feet.
Okay.
On a main road actually. It's a residential area, nearby a residential area also, and it's a moving road.
Okay.
So
And is there a outer Otla or something like that? Outer area?
yes. There
How
is a 150 square feet outer area also.
Oh, very good, very good. So it's a kind of like a moving location.
Yes. In front of that, road is moving. Around 40 square feet area, road is there.
Very good, very good. So a lot of traffic and a lot of people on bike. Pune is an area where there are a lot of bikes. I'll not ever forget that.
Yes.
And heavily crowded
Yes,
and
sir.
heavily trafficked location. Tell me, what is the peripheral area like? How many residential complexes, offices, universities?
Yes, we are staying over there only. Actually, it's 1,000 nearby 1,000 flats are there.
Okay.
Township, yes.
Okay.
And nearby more townships are there actually.
Okay.
But
So
it's
existing, how many successful restaurants are there?
in that area there is no restaurant actually. But around 100 meter, no, there is one snack center is there.
Okay.
And nearby one Domino's Pizza is there also.
Okay. Good. Domino's Pizza is there. That itself is a proof that that location is good. So now,
More is also there. More Super Shop is also there.
Yeah,
There was a Reliance Smart, but now it's closed.
Okay.
And
So
2-3
this is your
academies
own
are
place. You don't have a rent on this, yeah?
there. Yes, it's our own place.
Okay. So what is your plan like?
We want to start a QSR actually, product like a sandwich and pizza,
Okay.
coffee, and also we are thinking to start a misal pav also. But we
Misal
are
pav, vada pav and all
yes.
those things.
Yes.
Okay. So now what is the question?
question is that we don't have any business, knowledge. So we have started to take a knowledge from many of people and also join this course also.
Yeah.
So now question is that how can we calculate the cost and profit also, both things? How can we calculate the cost, product of cost and profit also?
So I'll tell you what is that. The cost of your product will always depend on what volume you are doing. So if the volume is less, initially the cost will be a little higher. And the more volume you do, the cost of the product will go down, down, down. It will take time. Secondly, if you are thinking about when will you have profit in this business, you should at least give 4 to 6 months for your restaurant to start making profit. I'll not say that 4 to 6 months you will go into a full loss, but थोड़ा सा पैसा खुद के खीसे से डालना पड़ेगा. उसका reason, there is a reason why. The reason is that if you open a restaurant, not everybody is going to get a dream that you are going to open a restaurant. You have to earn the loyalty of your customer by giving them good quality, good quantity, reasonable price. And that is how slowly and steadily you will start increasing your loyalty base of your customers. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
It is going to take time. It is not going to happen in 1 or 2 months. 4 to 6 months, 100 to 180 days usually is the break-even period when you reach a point where your sale comes to a level where it takes care of its own costs.
Okay.
I think in your case, it might be a little earlier because you don't have a rent.
Yeah.
People, I'm talking about this, about people who have rent. 30-40 हजार रुपए अगर rent है, तो 150, 80 days में they get a sale of around 10, 15,000, 20,000 per day, where they get to take care of their own expenses from their own sales. So in your case now, since you are thinking about starting a kanda pav, upma, misal pav, and then in the afternoon sandwich and pizza pasta, I would clearly say that you initially could just focus on one target group. Kanda pav, misal pav, vada pav and all are misal pav and all are for people who might not have sandwiches or pizza pasta. That is a totally different target clientele. And you are focusing on two different target clienteles. So I would like to just tell you to wait for another 2 days, kal or parso. Just let me explain to you all the concepts and all, and that will give you more clarity. And I think it's your place. So once you decide to give something to the people, and once they start appreciating it, probably it is all about creating different variants of that and starting to sell to the higher margin product to the people who can afford more. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yeah. So
one
don't
more
worry about,
question.
don't worry about the costing and profit and all as of now, because
Okay.
once you have decided to take a jump in the water, then don't think कि पानी कितना ठंडा होगा, जमेगा कि नहीं जमेगा, ये हो गया तो ठसका बैठा तो नहीं. Don't think about it. Think about properly planning it so that you can execute it and you can open it, and slowly and steadily. So costing is a work in progress always.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Sanviji. Sanviji, costing hai na, hey, work in progress hai. I know Marathi, I'm a Maharashtrian by the way. So, so it is never that अरे इतना ही costing आना चाहिए नहीं तो मैं धंधा बंद कर दूंगा, ऐसा नहीं है. So, and then secondly, once you start a restaurant, automatically you will come to know which is your high profit margin item, which is your low profit margin item. Where can you cut the cost? Where can you make where you need to increase the cost or whatever. So those all of things are there. So stick to the program, and if possible, join my RLF coaching program, because there I have given you complete detail, pura step-by-step process in order to start a restaurant. I think you need to be in the RLF coaching program.
Okay.
So I'm going to
One more thing, actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is your opinion about JV, joint venture with someone that know the food business actually? Because I don't have that much idea about food business in details.
Yeah, but then you don't require to, frankly speaking. This is not rocket science. You know, Sanviji, I have taught people, especially females, to start food business from their home, and they are earning 1.5 lakh rupees from their home. आपका तो खुद का जगह है. So I think that there is nothing hidden or God gifted or skillful in this business which you cannot learn. One of the biggest advantage which you have is it is your own place. Now, if you get a partner, initially it will be very easy for you because you will have somebody who will open a restaurant, somebody who will do things for you, but you have to share your profits with them. That is number one. And number two, within 3-4 months, you are going to learn the restaurant, which anyways you are going to learn if you open it individually. And after that, it will be very, very hard for you to fire that guy because you will have that guilt and, you know, वो बोलते हैं ना emotional trauma रहेगा, अरे इसने चालू करके दिया, इसको कैसा निकालूं, and all those things. So I think it's running a restaurant is a acquired skill which anybody can acquire. That's one of the reasons why anybody can open a food business.
Okay.
This is not a rocket science. I believe you are an engineer or what? What is your
Yes.
educational qualification?
Yeah. I'm actually lead auditor. I'm chemical engineer.
I told you. So why I immediately said about engineering is that people who have done, and I'll tell you, most of the people who join my RLF coaching program are engineers. Let me be very frank. So they feel that अरे engineering किया, मेरे को engineering आ रहा है, तो hotel management करेगा तो मेरे को hotel चलाने को आएगा. So this is not the case. I'll be very frank with you. People who have no knowledge about the food business have come in my RLF coaching program, went to the program, have got weekly guidance from me. It is not just that I sell you a program and okay, tata, bye bye. I come every week. In fact, by the way, for everybody who is there, today I'm going to give you a bonus video where I'm going to show you what happens in my RLF coaching program, Mastermind. So I think sharing profit with somebody, first of all, 300 square feet का जगह है, हो के profit होएगा 50,000 लाख रुपया, 2 लाख रुपया, उसमें you will get a 50% partner, he will charge you some money. I don't see any point in sharing profit, and because frankly it is not necessary. That's my personal opinion. Otherwise you can decide with your
Okay.
partner or husband or whatever.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
God bless. Take care.
So
God
much.
bless. God bless. Yeah. It's a very, very good question, Sanviji. Really love it. And okay, Samyak wants to come live. Let's take the last question and then we'll finish for the day. Samyak. Mr. Samyak Jain. Hi.
Hello. Yeah, hi, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, my friend. You can see from my smile. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Bhopal. Near Bhopal, there's a district, Vidisha. I'm from Vidisha, near
Oh.
Bhopal.
I just told you that day, yesterday, that I had set up a restaurant in RPM. Did
in
you happen to
Bhopal.
go to RPM?
No, actually, I'm not exactly in Bhopal.
अच्छा.
Bhopal के पास विदिशा है वहाँ से.
Okay. Please let me know about your question.
So before asking question, मेरे को थोड़ा सा scenario समझाना पड़ेगा, sir. So
बताओ ना.
basically, I already run a restaurant.
हाँ.
So I started around 7 months ago. तो हुआ क्या था, when we started, we are having a very big menu. तो हमारे मेन्यू में सब कुछ था, main course था, कुलचा, waffle, shakes, fast food, dosa, Chinese, and everything. मतलब what all we can have, there is a never menu. नॉर्मली लोगों का क्या होता है कि स्टार्टिंग में धीरे धीरे होता है, एंड हमारे साथ क्या, स्टार्टिंग में वी आर हैविंग अ बूम. मतलब हमारे यहाँ बैठने की जगह नहीं थी.
वेरी गुड.
स्टार्टिंग के 3 महीने बहुत बढ़िया था, एंड हमें मतलब बहुत अच्छा चला, रिव्यूज काफी अच्छे थे, सब कुछ बहुत बढ़िया था. बट ग्रेजुअली सेल्स और बढ़ने बात करूँ तो विद इन कॉलेज, गवर्नमेंट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज, तो वहाँ पर लोकेशन भी है, ग्राउंड फ्लोर है, 1600 स्क्वायर. सॉरी,
अभी आप रेस्टोरेंट चला रहे हैं. सॉरी टू कट यू ऑफ, बट अभी आप आर यू रनिंग अ रेस्टोरेंट नाउ?
या राइट सर, आई एम रनिंग अ रेस्टोरेंट राइट नाउ.
ओके. गो एड. हाँ, फिर 3 महीना बहुत अच्छा चला, उसके बाद सेल बढ़ नहीं रहा था. ओके.
करेक्ट. तो हमने लास्ट ईयर अगस्त एंड में स्टार्ट किया था. तो बेसिकली हुआ क्या, 1600 स्क्वायर फीट का एरिया था हमारे पास, कारपेट एरिया, ग्राउंड फ्लोर है, मेन रोड पे है, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज से विद इन हाफ किलोमीटर दूर है, एवरीथिंग इज गुड. तो बट ग्रेजुअली सेल्स हमारी डिक्लाइन होते गई, एंड डिक्लाइन ऐसी भी हो गई कि हम लोग को अपने कॉस्टिंग निकालना भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो गया था एक टाइम पे.
ओके
तो फिर काफी लोगों से पूछा तो दे टोल्ड कि यार स्टार्टिंग में सब बढ़िया चलता है, देन फिर मतलब सिटी का ही सिनेरियो ऐसा है कि फिर धीरे धीरे सेल्स कम हो जाता है। फिर बाकी रेस्टोरेंट, कुछ फ्रेंड्स थे तो जिनका खुद का रेस्टोरेंट है, तो मतलब मार्केट ही अभी ऐसा चल रहा है, डाउन चल रहा है, अभी मैरिज वाला सीजन है तो ऐसा चल रहा है। बट 3 महीने हो गए इसी चीज के लिए, बट सेल्स क्यों नहीं बढ़ रही है, मतलब वेयर वी आर गोइंग रॉन्ग।
आपका आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है, सेल्स नहीं बढ़ रहे हो, कितना सेल है अभी फिलहाल?
करंटली सर अभी हम लोग का 7,000 8,000 एवरेज जा रहा है।
अच्छा, कितना स्टाफ है आपका, रेंट कितना है?
रेंट है सर हम लोग का 20,000।
ओके, स्टाफ कितना है?
स्टाफ अराउंड 9 to 10 पीपल का है।
लाख सवा लाख रुपए सैलरी है?
करेक्ट करेक्ट, आराम से।
लाख सवा लाख का सैलरी है, 20,000 रेंट है, मतलब 1.5 लाख हो गया। लाइट बिल कितना आता है?
इस महीने का 15,000 आया।
1.5 लाख हो गया, 165 हो गया। और सेल आपका है 8,000 रुपया ना, मतलब 2.5 लाख
करेक्ट
रुपया।
करेक्ट।
पार्टनर कितना है?
पार्टनर इनिशियली था बट अभी सेपरेशन हो गया हम लोग का, तो आई हैव बॉट कम्प्लीटली।
ओके ओके, गुड, दैट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग व्हिच यू डिड। सो आई थिंक 2,40,000 में 30% इज 75। तो आई थिंक आपको महीने का एक 20-25 हजार रुपया किसी से डालना पड़ेगा।
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट।
कितना डाल रहे हो, 20-25 हजार?
नहीं अभी तक तो डालने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, बट
5-10
शायद इस
हजार तो
महीने
डाला ही
से।
होगा ना इधर उधर के लिए, पैकेजिंग मटेरियल ये वो।
नहीं जरूरत नहीं पड़ी सर अभी तक।
जरूरत पड़ी, ओके गुड, अच्छी बात है। सो अभी आप मुझे बताइए कि आपका, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप एक काम कीजिए कि पिछले अगस्त से अभी तक आपके पास सिस्टम होगा ना, कंप्यूटर सिस्टम?
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट।
तो पिछले महीने से अभी तक का आप टोटल सेल का डेटा निकालिए, और उसमें जो टॉप 80% चलने वाले आइटम है ना उनको रखिए, और जो सॉरी टॉप 60-70% चलने वाले आइटम रखिए, और 30% आइटम जो नहीं चल रहे ना उनको पहला उड़ा दीजिए।
करेक्ट करेक्ट सर, दैट्स व्हाट आई ऑलरेडी डिड। तो फ्रॉम टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स आई एम चेंजिंग मेन्यू, तो उसमें मैंने ऑलमोस्ट अपना वो चीजें जिसमें।
नहीं, लेकिन उड़ाने का मतलब मैं पूरा कैटेगरी खत्म करने का बोल रहा हूँ।
हाँ हाँ
मतलब
कैटेगरी, करेक्ट
ऐसा
करेक्ट
नहीं कि
करेक्ट
आपका मिल्क शेक है, मिल्क शेक में 10 मिल्क शेक में आपने एक मिल्क शेक रखा, वो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, मिल्क शेक
करेक्ट
ही बंद
करेक्ट
करने
करेक्ट।
को बोल रहा हूँ।
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली, हमने वही किया। तो बेसिकली हमारे पास पूरा मेन कोर्स था, तो हमने मेन कोर्स पूरा उड़ा दिया
लेकिन
वहां
आपने
पे।
डेटा देखा?
करेक्ट, डेटा देख के सर, क्योंकि हम लोग का सिटिंग स्टार्टिंग से हम लोग का मेन कोर्स में फोकस नहीं था, बट वी थॉट कि मेन कोर्स में अच्छा चलेगा करके। तो स्टार्टिंग से हम लोग का कुलचा वगैरह काफी अच्छा था। तो बट वही हो रहा था मेनली सर, मेरे ख्याल से प्रॉब्लम हम लोग का शायद लेबर का हुआ, मतलब शेफ का हुआ। तो आ रहा जा रहा करीब 3 बार हम लोग का पूरा शेफ चेंज हो गया।
नहीं, वो तो ठीक है, वो तो चलता ही रहता है, कस्टमर भी तो चेंज होता है ना, तो वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
हाँ
अच्छा, दूसरा मतलब आपका लोकेशन कैसे टाइप का है? मतलब इज इट रेसिडेंशियल लोकेशन, इज इट
हाँ।
एसटी स्टैंड के सामने, बस स्टैंड के
नहीं
सामने,
नहीं
कैसा
सर,
लोकेशन?
तो बेसिकली कॉलेज के पास में है, कॉलेज से 1/2 किलोमीटर दूर है। एंड चलती रोड है, एंड ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे 1,600 स्क्वायर फीट का एरिया है, तो इंटीरियर वाइज भी काफी अच्छा है। तो
किचन कितना बड़ा है?
400 स्क्वायर फीट।
अच्छा, तो अभी आपका जो मिनिमम प्राइसिंग है मेनू का, वो कौन सी आइटम कितना ये है, मतलब कितना ये है, छोटा कितना?
तो स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम मैगी ऑफ 39, हमारे पास सबसे महंगा आइटम आई गेस 300 तक का होगा, 280 वॉफल।
मिनिमम मैगी से चालू होता है आपका? तो
करेक्ट।
कैसा है, मैं अभी ये स्ट्रैटेजी एक्चुअली 5वें दिन में फोकस करने वाला हूँ, बट फिर भी मैं आपको अभी बोलता हूँ, हर एक कैटेगरी में ना, एवरी कैटेगरी में एक आइटम आपका एकदम लो कॉस्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है।
ओके
सो अगर आप मैकडोनाल्ड्स को देखें तो मैकडोनाल्ड्स कभी भी है ना, बर्गर जो है वो उसका महाराजा मैक को एडवर्टाइज नहीं करता है, वो हमेशा उसका 60 रुपए का बर्गर को एडवर्टाइज करता है। पिज्जा वाला हमेशा उसका 50 रुपीज 56 रुपीज का छोटा पिज्जा का करता है। बर्गर किंग हमेशा 2 बर्गर 79 रुपीज का करता है। सबवे सैंडविच हमेशा सब ऑफ द डे एडवर्टाइज करता है। केएफसी हमेशा उसका जो मिनिमम कॉस्ट वाला आइटम है ना उसको एडवर्टाइज करता है। उसका रीजन क्या है? so that the place looks very very economical for the masses।
करेक्ट
और वो
करेक्ट।
एक बार अंदर आ गए ना, उसके बाद फिर उनको अपसेल करना होता है। आप फिर कॉम्बो बनाओ, आप फिर अभी थाली, कॉम्बो इज अ मॉडर्न वर्ड फॉर थाली, बट आप यू क्रिएट स्टफ विच इज लिटिल एक्सपेंसिव, बट इट इज हैविंग मोर स्टफ सो दैट पीपल हु वांट टू स्पेंड मोर विल गो एंड स्पेंड मोर। सो एडवर्टाइज करने के टाइम पे मासिस को लाने का अंदर, और मासिस को अंदर आने के बाद में सेग्रीगेट करने का। जिसके पास पैसा नहीं है उसको 30 रुपए का मैगी खाने दो, लेकिन जिसके पास पैसा है वो चीज या पनीर मैगी भी खा सकता है, 100 रुपए का, 150 रुपए का। आप समझ रहे हो बात को? वैसे ही हर एक आइटम होना चाहिए। पंजाबी आइटम में अगर आपने मिनिमम एक आलू मटर रखा 100-125 रुपए का, लेकिन आपके पास पनीर शाही कुरमा होना चाहिए। थाली में 2-3, अगर आपके पास थाली है तो which kind of you can call it as a Punjabi combo also or a थाली. बेसिक थाली होगा 150 रुपए का, लेकिन आपके पास डिलक्स थाली भी होना चाहिए 350 रुपए का. सो वैसा अगर आप मेनू को री इंजीनियर करेंगे ना, तो आपका कस्टमर जो है वो ऐसे आएगा, कस्टमर आपके एंट्रेंस में, और वो स्लॉट के हिसाब से खट 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 जाते जाएगा, और आपका सेल जो है वो मैक्सिमाइज होएगा. आपका फोकस हमेशा एपीसी जो है आपका एवरेज पर कस्टमर बिलिंग, उसको बढ़ाने के पीछे होना चाहिए. कैसे भी करके बढ़ाओ उसको, यू नो, कॉम्बो चिपकाओ मतलब वो ये हमारा ये होटेलियर का वर्ड है, बट कॉम्बो चिपकाओ, गुलाब जामुन चिपकाओ, कोल्ड ड्रिंक चिपकाओ, कैसे भी करके उसको ज्यादा मैक्सिमाइज करो, सो दैट कस्टमर इज फुल. ऑफ कोर्स जिसका अफोर्ड नहीं है तो वो तो ना ही बोलने वाला है, लेकिन जिसको अफोर्डेबल है उसको पूछना भी तो जरूरी है ना.
राइट राइट.
तो आपका जो 8,000 का सेल है वो मेरे हिसाब से कम 40-50 हजार रुपए हो सकता है अगर आप ये स्ट्रैटेजी जानोगे तो. कल या परसों आई थिंक मैं वो स्ट्रैटेजी के बारे में बात करने वाला हूँ. आई कॉल इट एज हाउ टू डबल योर सेल्स इन 30 days. सो यू नो, तो वो उसके अंदर आप रहिए, और हो सके तो मेरा RLF कोचिंग प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन कीजिए, एंड वी कैन वर्क मोर ऑन दिस. क्योंकि क्या 5 मिनट सिर्फ बात करके कुछ होता नहीं है, उसके ऊपर बहुत फॉलोअप और फोकस करना पड़ता है. बट आई थिंक यू आर इन गुड हैंड्स. अभी अगर आपका ब्रेक इवन स्टेज पे है, ऑनलाइन वगैरह चालू है क्या?
हाँ, ऑनलाइन चालू है सर.
कितना सेल आ रहा है ऑनलाइन?
ऑनलाइन पर डे अराउंड 15 मिनट तक आ जाता है.
तो ऑनलाइन में आप थोड़ा सा रेट बढ़ा के 20% डिस्काउंट का स्विगी वगैरह चालू कीजिए, या फिर जोमेटो पे थोड़ा सा एडवर्टाइज कीजिए, ताकि, क्योंकि ऑनलाइन का सेल का बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज है. मतलब आप 20% रेट बढ़ा के फिर आप 20% ऑफ का उनका वो जो ग्रोथ करके आता है ना, उसके अंदर आप करा सकते हैं, वो करा दीजिए. तो विजिबिलिटी देखिए, ये तो मैंने आपको एक स्ट्रेटेजी बताई है वॉक इन के लिए. जितने सोर्सेज ऑफ रेवेन्यूज आप ज्यादा बढ़ाएंगे ना, उतना आपको सेल अलग अलग सोर्सेज से आएगा. ऐसे समझिए कि ये सब नदियां हैं एक एक. अभी आपका जो मेनू है, अगर आपने यूनिवर्सिटी में आपके प्रिंसिपल को जाके दिया, टीचर्स को जाके दिया, नो लेट अस गिव फूड टू योर कॉलेज पीपल, अगर वो लोग किधर पिकनिक पे जा रहे हैं, इधर बल्क ऑफर के पीछे भी लगी है. सो ये सब चीजें करनी पड़ती. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच यू कैन डू. सिर्फ 50,000 सेल इमेज ओनली वॉक इन से या फिर ओनली ऑनलाइन से नहीं आने वाला है आपको. आप समझो बात को. तो थोड़ी थोड़ी चीजें करेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएगा वो. बट स्टिक टू दी कल और परसों, यू स्टिक टू इट, यू विल गेट एन आइडिया. ओके. हाँ, ऑल द बेस्ट buddy, ऑल द बेस्ट. गॉड ब्लेस. या गुड टू नो दैट you have a restaurant, and Samyak, just write down what is the location of your restaurant. I forgot. I'm sorry, I'm a Gajni. So anyways, I hope this was helpful for Vidisha MP. Okay, Vidisha MP, great. Near Bhopal, right? So I hope this session was helpful for everybody. Give me some love in the chat box. Everybody type love in the chat box. Ajay, Ankit, Biplab, Gaurav, Manish, Prashant, Samyak, and Sanvi. Thank you so much. So again, do the homework. I am going to post the questions in the group. Don't post anything else, because I am not going to answer any questions and anything else. Just post. I am going to post no good morning, no good evening, nothing. Just answer the questions, do the homework, let your brain start working towards focusing on opening your restaurant or optimizing your restaurant, and just go and do it. Come tomorrow, because tomorrow, though people who have not started their restaurant are going to know that they are going to become a hotelier or no. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. And let's finish for the day and meet tomorrow at 7:45. Bye-bye, everybody. Love from me, and take care. Bye-bye. Love from me.